only. That to first year class, they'll join up to 8:45. Hard, 5 students, only 5 students have joined. 5, 6.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
all. You know your second internals, no? Second internals and third internals and your lab internals. I think yesterday, HOD ma'am has shared.
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am
Yes,
has
ma'am.
shared.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you have enough time to read for your second internals. Okay, students, I'll start my class because so students now, as I told before, only first I have completed first and second module, and fifth module I went to directly fifth module. Now I'm coming back to third module. The third module is about group discussion or group communication. Communication means what? Yes, communication means what? Exchanging of information, correct? Exchanging of information is nothing but communication. Means exchange, when I say exchanging, then minimum two people will be involved. Correct, no? So minimum two people will be involved. If only one person talks and other person is not, to listen that person, if that listener is not there, then we cannot, after listening and sometimes that person may respond and sometimes that person may not respond. But two people will be involved. That process is nothing but communication. So here we are talking about group communication. See, this is third module, group communication. I'll share my screen. Can you see the screen? Can you see the PPT, students? Respond.
No,
Hello?
ma'am.
Can you see the PPT?
No, ma'am.
Please respond. Otherwise, I will not come to know whether you're listening to me. You're not able to see the screen?
It's not visible, ma'am.
No? PPT?
No,
No.
ma'am.
What you are able to see?
Now also it's not visible, ma'am.
No, it's not visible. Wait, wait. Now, can you see? Because I have shared the screen, see, I can see stop sharing and hide icon means the screen has shared. Wait, student, 1 minute. It is processing something. Okay, I'll start. Now, can you see?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you're not. Tejaswini, you are able to see the screen?
No, ma'am.
No. PPT? No. Now also
No,
no.
ma'am. No,
No?
ma'am.
One second. second. I'll call Shalini sir. 1 second. ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ
Now
Now
it's
it's visible,
visible.
ma'am.
ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಹೈಡ್ ನಾನು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ
Now it's visible, ma'am.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಸತಿ ನಾನು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ Enter screen share. Last up. Students, now can you see the screen? Can you see the screen, students, now? Please respond. Amit.
Not visible, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, visible. Yes, ma'am.
Ivala,
Yes, ma'am. PPT. See,
what you are able
group
to see?
communications.
You are able to see the PPT? So today we are going to see the third module, that is group communication, or you can say group discussion. See, as just now I told, when we say communication, so minimum 2 people will be involved. Correct? No? If a single person is talking, then we cannot say, and we do not say that is a communication, because there should be some person to respond and to listen whatever we are talking. So here in the introduction part, the communication may be one-to-one. Yes, correct? No? Communication may be one-to-one communication or many-to-one communication. The one-to-one communication, you can say just a personal communication. Yes, one-to-one communication is nothing but a personal communication. One-to-many communication, we may say mass communication. Yes, I may talking to my students. A person may be giving speech. That time only one person will be talking to the group of people, or you can say mass communication. Yes. So the communication minimum 2 people will be involved. So the communication may be of one-to-one communication and one-to-many communication. If a person is communicating only a single person, then we can say a personal communication. One-to-one, I'm talking only to one student, then that is a personal communication, a one-to-one communication. If I talk whole class, then that is a one-to-many communication, and that is a mass communication. Here, a group communication or the group discussion implies many-to-many communication. Yes, you know, no, the group discussion only if some person is talking, then other may be listening, and after that, even that person will also respond. Yes, in speech or in mass communication, only one person will be talking. But whereas in group communication, the communication will be many to many. The communication will be many to many. It may be in factories, government offices. Sorry, here I have missed one comma. The communication may be the group communication may happen in factories, in government offices, universities, law offices, etc. It may happen in college also, it may happen in school also. But here I have given some of the examples where the group communication or the group discussion happens. So the group discussion implies many-to-many communication in factories, government offices, universities, and law offices, etc. A team See here, this is very important point. When see, for the communication, a team will go and the group will go. Yes, one example I'll give later. I'll give team and group both are different. Team and group both are different. A team does a function. The students, a team does a function based. A team is a function based, and the group is a process based. A group is a process based. One example I'll give. Assume that as a software company owner, I send my one team to abroad, and I tell them to execute the project or develop that project in US. Is you listening? So here, so as a company owner, I send my employees or one team to US to develop project there. See what I am doing. I am sending one team. I'm sending one team. In that team, assume that 5 people are, some number of people are involved. So one is, two may be developers, two may be test engineers, and two may be analysts. Yes, for 6 people, a different job is assigned. A developer will not do testing. Testing will not do analysis job. Analyst will not do development or testing job. Correct, the students? Yes. For the team, see, there also group of people are there. Yes. Team means a group of people. I'm sending one team to the abroad, or to other company I'm sending, and I told them I have assigned some work to them, and whatever work I have given, only that job they will do. A developer will not do testing. A test engineer will not do analysis. But if I send a group of people for group discussion to US, for group discussion to US, then they will not stick on to their only one particular job. They will talk in a group. They will focus on the whole aim or whole topic. Yes, students. Correct, no? You're understanding the difference between team and group, how the team is involved in the function and how the group is process based. Yes, understood? In a team, if I assign one job to any person, only that job. But in a group discussion, all will be focusing on a team. Here, first person will not say I'll in a group discussion I'll do only the introduction. I'll not involve in the conclusion part, or I'll not once I do the introduction, then next point I'll not comment. I'll not involve. Like that they say no, they don't say. But in the case of teamwork, then only that job is assigned to them. Only that job they do. So this is the difference between team and group. Both are different. Yes, clear? Clear, this is a introduction part. Clear, students? Respond. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next, we have members of an organization may communicate in a group to achieve the following. Means members are nothing but team members in the group discussion, to whom I have sent to the other country to discuss about some topic. Yes, why the members of an organization may communicate in a group to achieve the following. The first one is share and exchange the information and idea. Yes, the main agenda of the group communication is sharing. And if I send my team to other city or to other country for some group discussion, so what the discussion may involve the sharing of share and exchange of information and data, means how they are trying to control that pandemic disease and what are the safety measures they are taking. So how they are doing, how we are doing. There in group communication, we share the information and collect information or feedback of any project, policy or scheme. So in a group discussion, we cannot say only a person are involved in from only one project or one particular policy or one particular scheme. So there are so many people are involved. So there we can collect information and we can take feedback from them. We can take feedback from them, and we can exchange the information and at us arrive at a decision on important issue. So once the same example, pandemic, COVID-19 example. So after discussion, they will the team will come to one conclusion. The WHO, World Health Organization. So they talk to all the. So see, simply they will not reveal, they will not put any circular, or they will not reveal any rules and regulation to all the countries. First, they'll do the group discussion. They'll do group communication from uh, representative from all the countries, and based on their how in India how people are suffering, in US how people are suffering, in Italy how they are suffering, and what are the safety measures they have taken, and from that safety measures whether it worked or not. So the WHO or the they take information from everybody, and after taking information from everybody, for every points, as we have seen in the last modules, for every point there will be some positive and negative points will be there. Yes, the positive and negative points will be there. So by seeing all the positive and negative points, finally they'll come to one conclusion. So arrive at a decision on important issue. They'll come to a conclusion and they'll take some decision. They'll take a decision on some issues. Solve a problem concerning the organization as a whole. So in example, in a team, a person will be working only for his job, his task, whatever the task we have assigned to them. But when we talk about group discussion, then they work on whole. We call for the, they will find a solution to for whole organization, not for a particular team or particular issue. Discuss the issues involving the group itself or the benefits of for a larger audience. So when we do group discussion, so that discussion involves about a group of people. For only one person will not spend so much of time for group discussion. If a problem is about whole company, or if a problem is about whole state, or if a problem is about whole um, country, then we involve a group discussion. Students, am I my voice is audible now? Am I very loud? Okay. So here we discuss the issue involving the group itself or the benefits of larger audience. So here we are seeing benefit of a larger audience. Okay. Next we have forms of group communication. See, there are different form of group communication. Only one example I have taken here. There are different forms of group communication depending on the purpose, structure, characteristics. Depending on the purpose, structure, and characteristics, group communication takes various names. Yes, depending on the purpose, structure, and characteristics, group discussion takes a various name. For example, discussion, meeting, conference, etc. Yes, in discussion also, many to many communication will be there. In meeting also, many to many communication will be there. In conference also, many to many communication will be there. In conference, you can see the chairpersons or many chairpersons will be there on some issue they discuss. So depending on the purpose, structure, and characteristics, they do the group communication takes a various names: discussion, meeting, and conference, etc. Here I have taken one example. See, I'll explain this example, or we'll discuss this example, and you have to give one more another example. See, first I have taken meeting. So the name of the discussion is meeting. The name of the discussion is meeting. What is the purpose of this discussion, or what is the objective of this discussion? To convey the information to group of people. Yes, even HOD madam, she'll do the meeting now with all fourth semester students, and even the faculties also will be involved there. Why? Because if faculty have any issues regarding students, or students have any issues regarding any particular subject or regarding any faculty, then in a meeting we can discuss. So that's why she called meeting for whole class and all the staffs who are handling for that particular semester, whether it may be second semester or it may be fourth semester. So here in the meeting, the objective or the purpose of the meeting to communicate information to a group of people. Communication means to convey information to a group of people. Brief, make discussion, and solve problem. Yes, we give some more time, then they are able to score good marks. So that was a problem there. The students were not willing to write internals on 17, 18, 19. So that's why we have postponed it to some other date. So what was the issue for on that issue? Um in the meeting, if students tell that issue, then we do the discussion. The head of the department will do a discussion with the staff and the student. Then finally they'll come to one conclusion, and it will be helpful to make a decision whether we have to postpone the test or prepone the test, or we can whatever the dates we have set, we can go ahead with the dates. Structure. What is the structure of a meeting? Two or more persons will be involved. Yes, in the meeting, a meeting may happen person within two person and more person, and formal physical seating. Yes, when we say meeting, then a physical seating will be there. Yes, physical seating will be there. Characteristics of the meeting means punctuality decided by a chairman. Yes, punctuality. When I call a meeting for a meeting at 8:30 or 8 for 8:30, when we call a meeting or when we call a class at 8:13, my students will join only at 8:40. Yes, they are very punctual, no? Yes, students, you are very punctual, no? Before 8:35, few students are very punctual. They'll be online at 8:30, 8:31 only. But few students, they join at till 9 o'clock. They keep joining. So here the characteristics of meeting is punctuality. When I say 8:30, then all must be there at 8:30. Okay, maybe this is online class. Maybe because of some internet issues, students may not be able to connect on time. But when we say physical meeting, when we are conducting a physical meeting, then if I say 8:30, then 8:30 everybody should be there. If I say 9 o'clock, then 9 o'clock everybody should be there. And the very important thing is presided by a chairman. Simply a group of people. The means this is the characteristics of a meeting. A head of the meeting should be there. A chairman of the meeting should be there. Means the meeting should be presided by a chairman. Started with an introduction. Simply, I cannot say simply group discussion. Just now I have started the class. If I just simply if I start the communication happens between person one to one, many to many, many to one, mass communication. If I start explaining like that, then my students will not understand. First, I have to tell this is the third module, and in this third module, what we are going to learn, and in that the introduction part is whatever the introduction part that I have to explain, and then I can move move further. So this is how we have to start. So similarly, in the meeting also it should start or it should begin with the introduction of the meeting. Means why we have assembled here, what is the agenda, or you can say agenda of the meeting. First we have to say agenda of the meeting, what is the purpose of gathering here. And the character, and the meeting should be discussion oriented. When we say meeting, then it should be a discussion oriented. Simply one person is talking, others are not talking, or the chairperson may not be allowing others to talk. The chairperson may not be allowing others to talk. See, when I call the meeting, take my our example only. When I called for the meeting to discuss on some issue, and when my students are telling about the issues, when they if they are facing any issue, if they are telling, and if I am not allowing them to talk the issue, then what is the use of conducting meeting? So it should be a discussion oriented and information center. So simply, if I am discussing on pandemic COVID-19, then I have to discuss only about that. Simply, I cannot discuss about malaria or some other disease or some other topic about traffic jam or about online shopping. I should not discuss that. So what is the agenda of the meeting? About pandemic disease. So only about that I have to talk. Fair chance to everyone. Then I should not say only Tejaswini or Prashant, only you both talk, others should not talk. I cannot say. So I have to, if a student, if Amit wants to talk, I have to give him a chance. So simply I should not say, Amit, you don't talk, others can talk. So or I may not say so, but sometimes I may ignore. So that I should not do. So each and every person or every student, I have to give a equal time or equal preference or fairness to talk to each person who are involved in the meeting. Maybe periodic, maybe periodic, round robin. Yes, this comes in group discussion. See, when group discussion happens, no, first only they'll decide the rules. If in a discussion four people are involved, then they will assign 2 minutes for everybody. 2 minutes. See, before starting the discussion only, they will decide the rules, whether to give 2 minutes to everybody, or when the point arises, when I want to talk, then I can talk. So there are some different rules will be there. So here sometimes they will ask some amount of time, 1 minute, 2 minute, or 3 minutes. So some amount of time to each person to talk in the meeting. So maybe periodic, no side conversation. So their talking with the neighbor should not happen. How will you people do in the class? So no side conversation involved in the group discussion. And what is the procedure? So before
Ma'am, voice is not clear, ma'am.
conduct a meeting, we have to give a notice. Just now, a mistake happened. Actually, I have sent a please respond. Now it's clear. You the sound. Yes, students, now you're able to. Yes, now can you hear me, students? Sahadev, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
My voice. No. Listen me. Hear me?
ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ನೀನ್ ಬಂದ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ನೇ ಕಳ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಯಾ?
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನಿಮ್ಮಂತವ್ರೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ.
ಹಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮಂತವ್ರ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮಂತವ್ರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದಾ? ಆದ್ರೂ ಪಾಪ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು.
ಏನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
ಅವರೇ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರು. ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡು, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀಯಲ್ಲ.
Yes, students, you can hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. What's the procedure of the meeting? Notice given. So before conducting meeting, I have to give a notice or I have to send a circular. I have to give a information to the meeting member to the members who will attend the meeting, and I have to be prepared the agenda. So simply I cannot call a meeting to everybody, to all the staff, to all the students, and in the meeting I should not decide about the meeting. Yes, before coming to the meeting only I have to come prepared what I have to discuss or what is the agenda of the meeting. And once while conducting the meeting, I have to record the meeting. Means what all I have discussed, who all present, who all told of their view, and if for any issue, if somebody have any problem, or anybody facing any problem, so all that I have to record. So this is the posture of the meeting. So understood this example meeting, the forms of
Yes,
communication.
ma'am.
Everybody. Okay.
Yes,
Next
ma'am. Only 3 members.
seminar. Only 3 are there. Okay. 12 were there. 12, 13 were there. Now only 3. I think they'll join. So next example I have seminar. So seminar, what is the purpose of the seminar? Is can anybody? What is the purpose? To present the result of an original research. Yes, assume that I have conducted one research. On that research, I'm doing a seminar. I'm doing a seminar. So to present the result of an original research or advance or study evaluation of the idea. So that is one purpose of the meeting. And the other purpose is to share knowledge and viewpoint. See why we conduct seminar for students. Why we conduct? And in the seminar we tell the students to choose a topic, because maybe for a student 5G to learn about 5G, the student may be very much interested. So the giving seminar topic is student choice only. So whichever topic a student is interested, the student can give that topic, and whatever the knowledge the student has about the topic, then we are giving a platform to share his knowledge. Yes, the first purpose of the seminar is to present about the research, and the second purpose of the seminar is to share knowledge and the viewpoint. And what is the structure of the seminar? A group of people will be involved. Yes, a small group of experts or a well-informed persons. A small group of experts. If you say research discussion, then in research discussion, involved. See, this is the structure of the seminar. Or well-informed persons. Well-informed persons will be there in the seminar. And the characteristics of a seminar: academic in nature, close interaction with lead speaker, pre-discussion. Means the seminar may happen in the academic. Yes, how we do in our department, that is the academic, how we do in the department. So academic in nature, close interaction with the lead speaker. Assume that I have done some research. I've done some research. If I tell about students, then they may not understand clearly, because they don't have any knowledge about that. But if I approach few expertise, and if I explain about my research in front of them, then they may give some inputs. So that's why here close interaction with the lead speakers and the pre-discussion. In the I explain about any
Your voice is not clear, ma'am.
now. The presentation of the topic and the discussion. This is the procedure of the seminar. Yes. Next example. Yes, students, my voice is clear now. Now it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Now is it okay?
Now it's clear.
So the next example, you understood about meeting, you understood about seminar. No, next we'll see group discussion. So how the group discussion, the purpose of the group discussion is to exchange information, to solve problem, to convince, to make decision, to access or judge personality traits. Yes, in group discussion, The purpose of the group discussion, the main objective of the group discussion is exchanging of information. Yes, I gave the example of pandemic. Why we conduct a group discussion on pandemic disease. Currently, we are facing COVID-19. So why we organize a group discussion? Because we want to know how the other country or how the other state people or how the other district people are fighting against this disease, and how we are fighting, and where we are lagging behind, how we have to improve and how they have to improve. To exchange that information, we do the group discussion. It's definitely in a group discussion we try to solve some problem, and we try to convince and we try to make some decision. So that's why we do group discussion. And in group discussion, the structure of the group discussion is 7 to 10 people. Yes, students, the structure of the group discussion is 7 to 10 people. And the characteristics of a group discussion: no named leaders. See, in the meeting, in the meeting example, you can see the meeting should be preceded by a chairman. Yes, students, you can see the PPT where I have pointed. The meeting should be preceded by a chairman. But in a group discussion, there is no need of leader. There is no need of leader. Minimal rules we have to follow. Whatever the rules, just now I gave that periodic. Some before we start the group discussion only, we have to set the rules. So minimal rules. Free verbal interaction. Verbal interaction should be there. Non-verbal interaction will not be there. Free verbal interaction. Interdependent, so they don't depend on anybody. So whatever I feel about that COVID-19, I speak. Whatever the other person feel, that other person will speak. There is no dependency will not be there. And impersonal, so there personally we should not take the issue in a group discussion. In a group discussion especially, we should not take a issue personally. Generally we have to talk. This is the characteristics. I repeat: no named leader, minimal rules, pre-verbal interaction, interdependent, and impersonal. And what is the procedure? Comprehensive. The discussion should be comprehensive, and it should contain a discussion. We have to discuss in the discussion and finally conclude the group discussion. Yes, this is the procedure of the group discussion. Understood the student? Understood student the forms of communication: meeting, seminar, and group discussion. Yes, three I have explained. And conference. In conference, you can conference, conversation, panel discussion. In panel discussion also on some issue, or they keep the agenda, on that agenda only they talk, or they exchange the information on that particular agenda. Conference, you can I think you heard many of the colleges will be conducting conference. In the conference, many participants will be there, and whatever they do, they did the research. On that research they talk. So this is all about forms of communication. Use of body language in group communication. This we'll see in the next class. Students, you understood the forms of communication?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Today I'll mail you the second assignment questions. Yes, students?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I'm ending the meeting. Take care.
Okay, ma'am. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.